What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play of CJ. Today we're going to talk about what Hockey Canada does from here in regards to the World Juniors after having not won the gold medal since 2009 at the WJC, and playing for bronze tomorrow for the second consecutive year. I mean, don't cry for Canada. If they win tomorrow, they'll medaled 4 years in a row since they last won gold, 2 silvers and 2 bronzes. But bronzes, 2 bronzes, bronze plural, who knows? But you got to look at why they're not playing for gold on a regular basis. I mean, they got the best team. I mean, this year, you got Nugent Hopkins because of the lockout. You got Dougie Hamilton because of the lockout. You got Jonathan Huberdeau, Ryan Strome, Mark Scheifele because of the lockout. What's going on? What are you going to do to win those games? I mean, you should have won all those games going away. Obviously, you weren't beating John Gibson 5 times with any lineup, but what do you do about the goaltending situation? I don't pin the whole loss to the U.S. on Subban. I think 2 of those goals were, he should have had, with 3 of them, were the team's fault. What do you do next year for the goaltending situation? You got 3 goalies getting drafted in the top 2 rounds, for Cale Comrie and what was the third one? Spencer Martin from Saga. Get those 3 guys. Do you put one of them in between the pipes? I mean, then you look at what do you do defensively? Do you send over an entire? Do you just play the trap the whole tournament with all your off? I mean, what do you do about that situation? That's what I'm, trying to look at the lineups for the next couple of years. I mean, do you bring Josh Ho-Sang, Ekblad, Sam Reinhart, the younger Reinhart, not Griffin. Yes, Sam. Do you bring the draft eligible players over? I mean, what exactly do you do to rectify this? I mean, is it how you build the team? Is it the goal? Like I said, I mean, the goaltending since Carey Price has been subpar. I think that's one thing Canadians keep harping on, and I don't blame Malcolm Subban for the fact the last 4 or 5 goalies haven't been that great. They wanted to like Dustin Tokarski, I think, Tampa Bay Lightning prospect. So, there's something you got to look at. Do you look at how you develop your goalies? Is it a Hockey Canada thing, or is it just a fluke 4 years in a row? I mean, that's the other thing. Or 5 years in a row, excuse me. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 4 years. And you look at the games they lost. I mean, they pissed one away. The gold medal game in 2010, they was a tough one to the U.S. Gold medal game in 2011. I mean, they had the Russians against the ropes, and the Russians stormed back. And then last year, semifinals, they were on the run. They came back and made it interesting. But where was that effort through the first, 45, 50 minutes of that game? And then the U.S. game, they just got dominated, plain and simple. Gibson made some stops early on, and they weren't beating the Americans. But, this is going to be defining more for Hockey Canada. I mean, ultimate xenophobe, Don Cherry talking, this is what happens. You got foreigners playing the CHL, which Don Cherry being a grumpy old man. But, that has nothing to do with it. I think it's more the developmental process. Our goalies as good as they used to be. I mean, can you find goaltending? I mean, in a hockey like Canada, in a hockey crazed country like Canada, I mean that's what you got to ask yourself. And like I said, I'm not pinning the blame on Subban, but you look at there's a trend here of subpar goaltending at the WJC, and that's one thing that Hockey Canada got to get on. I mean, is it the way they build the team? Is it the system they play? Is it the coaching staff? I mean, this has got to be examined by Hockey Canada if they want to get back to the winning gold medals consistently, or has the rest of the world just caught up? I mean, I know no Canadian wants to hear that, but as an American, our American players are pretty damn good, and the Swedish players ain't bad, and the Russians are no slouches. So, is it Hockey Canada's problem, or is it the world's gotten better? I mean, that's another thing you to look at, and it's not a black and white issue. So that's one thing that the Canadians got to look at to get back to winning gold again on a consistent basis. But like I said, 4 medals in the last 4 years. I mean, come on. Well, let's not hop on Hockey Canada's absolute failure. So that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ. On what Hockey Canada does from here in regards to the World Junior Championships. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season, tournament, and beyond. Later, guys.